News Tonight with David Muir and Real Money. Brought to you by Voya Financial.
Whoa, what's going on here?
Oh, hey, Allison. I'm Val, the Orange Money Retirement Squirrel from Voya.
Val from Voya?
Yeah, Val from Voya.
Quick question. What are Voya retirement squirrels doing in my house?
We're putting away acorns, to show the importance of saving for the future.
So you're sort of like a spokesperson?
No, I'm more like a metaphor.
Okay, a spokesmetaphor.
No,
You're a spokesmetaphor.
Yeah, okay.
See how Voya can help you get organized at Voya.com.
A heart attack doesn't care if you run every day or if you're young or old. No matter who you are, a heart attack can happen without warning. If you've had a heart attack, a Bayer aspirin regimen can help prevent another one. Be sure to talk to your doctor before you begin an aspirin regimen. Bayer aspirin.
How much protein does your dog food have? 18%? 20? Nutrient-dense Purina One True Instinct with real turkey and venison has 30% protein. Support your active dog's whole body health with Purina One.
Your brain changes as you get older, but Prevagen helps your brain with an ingredient originally discovered in jellyfish. In clinical trials, Prevagen has been shown to improve short-term memory. Prevagen, the name to remember.
Why do people count on Sunsweet Amazing Prune Juice to stay fit on the inside?
It's made only from prunes, nothing else.
It's a natural source of fiber and 5 essential vitamins. Amazing Prune Juice and Amazing Prune Light from Sunsweet, the feel-good fruit.
Every insurance policy has a number, but not every insurance company understands the life behind it. For those who've served and the families who've supported them, we offer our best service in return. USAA, we know what it means to serve. Get an insurance quote and see why 92% of our members plan to stay for life.
Next tonight here, the Real Money team is back on a Monday night, and spring is considered the best time of the year to buy or sell a home. And now pending home sales are up 3.5% in this country. A good sign. ABC's chief business correspondent Rebecca Jarvis with 3 simple and relatively inexpensive ways to improve the value of your home by thousands of dollars.
Tonight, it's peak season for selling your home. Nearly half of all home sales happen in the spring. Rob and Trisha White are working hard to make sure theirs is one of them.
It's just been a lot of craziness to try to get it prepared for sale.
We brought in staging expert Kathy Hobbs with simple ways to spruce up and sell a home.
Great, come on in.
First up, declutter and depersonalize.
This is a master bedroom? Yes, it is. Feels like a baby room.
We remove the extra baby items and add new bedding, turning the room from this to this. A clean home can appraise for 10% higher than the exact same messy home. And without remodeling your kitchen, this inexpensive update. A new faucet is an easy way to add value.
I like this space, and it really feels open and airy, but really, really dark.
Finally, adding color and mirrors turns their space from this to this. An independent real estate agent confirming these simple changes can add at least $10,000 to the value of their home.
It's such a transformation.
It looks amazing.
Not too shabby. Well, you also want to include at least 12 pictures of your home in your online listing. And one more tip, you may want to list your home on a Thursday. Experts say Thursday listings sell faster and for more money, David.
Thursday, who knew? And 12 pictures, because people want to see a lot.
They do.
All right, Rebecca, thanks. When we come back here on a Monday, the famous American athlete in trouble with the law tonight. Also on the run, the manhunt at this hour, how these men gave authorities the slip fleeing the van. We'll tell you where they're searching. And new images tonight of a killer tornado, how it suddenly changed course. We have rarely seen the view from inside a tornado touching down quite like this. Great.
Sure, we could have stacked these tires or put them on a rack. But the specialists at Ford like to show off their strengths. 13 name brands, all backed by our low-priced tire guarantee. Yeah, we're strong when it comes to tires. Right now, during the Big Tire event, get a $120 rebate by mail on 4 select tires.
When your Ford needs service, these are the specialists at Ford.
Flea bites can mean misery for your cat.
Advantage 2 monthly topical kills fleas through contact. Fleas do not have to bite your cat to die. Advantage 2. Fight the misery of biting fleas.
Can a toothpaste do everything well?
This clean was like, pow.
It added this other level of clean to it.
It just kind of like wiped everything clean.
6 times cleaning.
My teeth are glowing. They are so white.
6 times whitening.
I actually really like the 2 steps.
Step 1 cleans, step 2 whitens.
Every time I used this together, it felt like leaving the dentist office.
Crest HD. 6 times cleaning, 6 times whitening.
I would switch to Crest HD over what I was using before.
When my doctor told me I have age-related macular degeneration, AMD, we came up with a plan to help reduce my risk of progression. And everywhere I look, I'm reminded to stick to my plan, including PreserVision AREDS 2. My doctor said PreserVision AREDS 2 has the exact nutrient formula that the National Eye Institute recommends to help reduce the risk of progression of moderate to advanced AMD after 15 years of clinical studies. PreserVision AREDS 2, because my eyes are everything.
I know how it is. You're all set to book a flight using your airline credit card miles. And surprise, those seats sometimes cost a ridiculous number of miles, making it really hard to book the flight you want. Luckily, there's a better way. With the Capital One Venture Card. With Venture, you'll earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every day. And when you're ready to travel, just book the flight you want on any airline. Then use your miles to cover the cost. Now you're getting somewhere. What's in your wallet?
Fact. There's an Advil specially made for fast relief that goes to work in minutes. The only Advil with the rapid release formula for rapid relief of tough pain. Look for Advil film coated in the white box. Relief doesn't get any faster than this. Advil.
Allergies distracting you? When your symptoms start, doctors recommend taking non-drowsy Claritin every day of your allergy season. Claritin provides powerful non-drowsy 24-hour relief for fewer interruptions from the amazing things you do every day. Live Claritin Clear.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a stag pool party. And we covered it, October 27th, 2014. Talk to Farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
To the index of other news tonight, starting with a developing story in Florida, a manhunt for 2 escaped inmates. These men, Michael Rotunno and James Banks, on the run after getting away from a transport van. Seen here on jail surveillance right before they escaped, authorities urging residents in the Panhandle to be on the lookout. Newly released images of a massive tornado in Illinois. Clem Schultz taking this video from the window of the massive dark twister 1 year ago. He thought it was going to go right by, and then it made a turn, suddenly coming right at his home. He lost his wife and neighbors. He is returning to that town this week for memorial to remember her and the other victims. But that video released, just incredible. Now to the Olympic soccer star tonight, facing a DUI charge. Abby Wambach arrested in Portland, Oregon after police say she ran a stoplight, then failed a sobriety test. The World Cup champion has apologized to her fans online. The last night of March Madness, and no matter which team wins tonight, either way, one family will be celebrating. Nate Britt and his adopted brother Chris Jenkins set to face off in tonight's game. Nate plays for the University of North Carolina, Chris for Villanova, but boy, that'll be tough cheering on which son tonight. When we come back here, the little boy counting every one of his pennies and what so many of you at home did after seeing him last night right here on this broadcast.
This is Lloyd. To prove to you that the better choice for him is Aleve, he's agreed to give it up.
Okay, but I have 30 acres to cover by sundown.
We'll be with him all day as he goes back to taking Tylenol.
Yeah, I was okay, but after lunch, my knees started hurting again, so more pills. Yep, another pill stop. Can I get my Aleve back yet? For my pain, I want my Aleve.
Get all-day minor arthritis pain relief with an easy open cap.
I know you're my financial advisor, but are you going to bring up that stock again?
Well, you need to think about selling some of it.
My dad gave me those shares, you know? He ran that company.
I get it. But you know, I think you own too much. Got to manage your risk.
You got to switch to decaf.
An honest opinion, even if you disagree. With 13,000 financial advisors, it's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing.
I accept I'm not 22. I accept I do a shorter set these days. I even accept I have a higher risk of stroke due to AFib, a type of irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. But I won't play anything less than my best. So if there's something better than warfarin, I'm going for it. Eliquis. Eliquis reduced the risk of stroke better than warfarin. Plus, it had significantly less major bleeding than warfarin. Eliquis had both. And that's what I wanted to hear.
Don't stop taking Eliquis unless your doctor tells you to, as stopping increases your risk of having a stroke. Eliquis can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve or abnormal bleeding. While taking Eliquis, you may bruise more easily, and it may take longer than usual for any bleeding to stop. Seek immediate medical care for sudden signs of bleeding, like unusual bruising. Eliquis may increase your bleeding risk if you take certain medicines. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures.
I accept I don't play quite like I used to, but I'm still bringing my best and going for Eliquis.
Reduced risk of stroke, plus less major bleeding. Ask your doctor if switching to Eliquis is right for you.
It takes a lot of work to run this business, but I really love it. I'm on the move all day long, and sometimes I just don't eat the way I should. So I drink Boost to get the nutrition that I'm missing.
Boost Complete Nutritional Drink has 26 essential vitamins and minerals, including calcium and vitamin D to support strong bones, and 10 grams of protein to help maintain muscle, all with a great taste.
I don't plan on slowing down anytime soon.
Stay strong, stay active with Boost.
I take Prilosec OTC each morning for my frequent heartburn, because you can't beat zero heartburn. Ah, the sweet taste of it.
Prilosec OTC, 1 pill each morning, 24 hours, zero heartburn.
Coming up at 6, the excitement building for Cubs fans. The team opening the season tonight out west in Anaheim. A breaking news update, the latest on that deadly crash on the CTA's Yellow Line. All coming up tonight on the news at 6.
Finally here, America Strong. Every penny counts, one boy's wish, and your generosity. It was last night right here you met an 8-year-old with a dream. Aiden Heath saving his pennies since he was just 4. Right there in his red flyer and his yellow bucket of pennies and that $1 million smile. Diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, there was a reason for all of those pennies.
These dogs that help you with your diabetes, and I was like, I really want to get one of these.
A dog specially trained to monitor glucose levels, something Aiden and his mother do all day long using his blood meter.
They can sense it 20 minutes to 30 minutes before the blood meter actually tells you that you're low.
Those trained dogs can cost a family $15,000. But Aiden, so hopeful, was saving 1 penny at a time. Neighbors chipping in, local businesses too, pulling that wagon right up to the bank. And after last night's report here, Aiden's savings shot from $4,600 to more than $20,000, raising more than $15,000 from so many of you at home.
As they say, every penny counts, and I want to thank everyone for it. Mama, there's Angel.
And so tonight, Aiden retiring that wagon and getting to know his new puppy. Her name, Angel, and her new friend, Aiden. Way to go, Aiden, and we love our viewers. See you tomorrow. Good night.
Live from Chicago's #1 news, ABC 7 Eyewitness News at 6 starts right now.
It's almost time to play ball. We're live tonight in Anaheim, where the Cubs start the season against the Angels.
Breaking news update tonight on a deadly accident on the CTA's Yellow Line.
New video giving scientists a brand new look at that Fairdale tornado that hit 1 year ago this week. Good evening. It's time to play ball. Both the Cubs and the White Sox opening their seasons tonight.
Cubs are out in Anaheim and expectations sky high this year for the Northsiders. The game here on ABC 7 starts in just about 3 hours from now. We have a pair of live reports. Dion Miller talking with the team. But first, we begin with Rob Elgas, who's found plenty of Cubs fans out in California who cannot wait for tonight's game. Rob.
Well, we found that there are a lot of Cubs fans who actually live here in California, but also a lot of Chicagoans left that miserable weather to come here and see the game, and why not? It is spectacular out here, and as you mentioned, Cubs fans are more optimistic than perhaps they have been in many, many years.
hours from first pitch, and Angels Stadium is ready for prime time. And so are Cubs fans who have flocked here.
Having the Cubs, come out west, it's really nice for us to get a chance to stay part of it.
The Fouch family is from Central Illinois, but now calls Utah home.
It's just cool because I don't get to go to very many games.
The littlest Fouch, Emmett, will attend his first game alongside his big brothers tonight, something his mom treasures.
It's a good memory for them. I have lots of memories going to Cubs games when I was their age.
He was born right before the Cubs beat the Cardinals to go to the NLCS.
It's interesting how you associate the birth of your third son.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I almost missed his birth because it was going late and they were about to throw the first pitch.
That loyalty is what brings Cubs fans to Anaheim tonight.
So excited. There's going to be a lot of sick days at work this year.
There will be hundreds, perhaps thousands of Cubs fans in these stands this evening, ready to see this season get started.
We keep talking about optimism, but perhaps this really is the year fans can be so optimistic, Deion Miller, and that's because the Cubs made some significant additions to this team, and that could prove to be huge as this season gets in its late stages.
Oh, absolutely. It will be proven down the stretch for sure. Expectations are always high on opening day, but it does seem like this Cubs team is built not to let the fan base down. One of those new additions is Gold Glove outfielder Jason Hayward, who is used to starting the season amid extremely high expectations, and yesterday he told us the only difference for him with the Cubs is that they just haven't won in a while.
I don't think that stuff matters, man. You can say somebody's going to win the World Series. You can say somebody's not going to make the playoffs. At the end of the day, it's about what this group does in here in the clubhouse every day, and we don't really care about what else goes on because nothing matters but what we control every day. And whether it's a good time of the year or a bad time of the year, you can be picked to win something or picked to lose something, but at the end of the day, if you're fighting in September for a spot to play in the playoffs, that's all that matters to your group. And you got to take it one step at a time after that.
Yeah, certainly tonight, just one step. A lot of these players, you can tell, they want to be a part of something really special, a historic season, Rob, that they feel like can become reality because they saw the success of last season. Now they believe it. Now they believe they can be there in October and they can get over that hump and really make it back to the World Series.
Let's not forget about the Southsiders because
doubt.
They're opening out here in the wonderful weather today as well.
And the expectations for them are very high based on the additions that they added. We will hear from one of their newest players coming up a little bit later in sports, but they're excited as well, kind of flying under the radar. I talked to Robin Ventura this weekend. I said, is it a good thing that there's such high expectations on the other team in town? And he said, we're focused on what we want to do. We're focused on baseball. We're ready to get off to a strong start, so we'll see what happens.
Look forward to seeing you on the broadcast tonight.
Thanks.
You'll see me on you during the game. You should be, and I'll see you again after the game. I was going to say 10 p.m., but it's going to be much later than our normal 10 p.m. newscast. We'll probably see you tomorrow next time tonight. We'll send it back to you in Chicago.
I think we got the time shifting down here, Rob, that's for sure. So here we go. Game 1 of 162. It's going to be a great season. And Deion will be back with more in sports this evening. Don't forget, yes, you can see the Cubs season opener right here, ABC 7. That's tonight at 9 o'clock.
We're going to turn now to a breaking news update from suburban Skokie, where one person was killed in a crash between a car and a train on the Skokie-Swift Yellow Line. As that investigation continues, service tonight has resumed after track repairs were made. The crash happened this morning at the crossing on East Prairie Road in Skokie. Eyewitness News reporter Liz Nagy there live tonight. Liz.
Kathy, after this line was closed for most of the day, trains are back running. And we spoke with a family member of the woman who died in this accident here this morning. And he said that the woman who was in the car with the person who died was her sister-in-law tonight. She is also in critical condition. Passengers and the conductor aboard the two-car Skokie Swift train never saw this red car until it was too late.
I'm still shaking. I felt like it was my last minute. I wouldn't see my family.
Saba Adil was in the front train car heading to class at DePaul.
I was on the phone with my friend.
That was the moment, she says, the train crashed into the red car.
She heard me screaming on the phone. It was scary. It was really scary.
Rescuers worked to pull the two women inside out as quickly as they could. Only the driver was still alive. The Cook County Medical Examiner's Office says the passenger, Ladina Hermes, died in the impact.
It
appears they may have driven around the gates. We don't know. It's still under investigation.
Rescuers walked a CTA worker to an ambulance. Others shuffled passengers away from the train to a waiting bus. And a few frantic family members tried to calm their relatives.
I have only one daughter, you know, and I love her so much. And this, when this thing happened, you know.
While the yellow line stayed suspended, CTA employees tested the crossing gate, and a tow truck pried what was left of the red car off the train tracks. Well, as we just saw for ourselves seconds ago, the crossing signals are properly working out here at this intersection. So CTA is continuing to investigate how this car possibly ended up in the middle of the tracks. CTA says there were 20 people on board that train. About 4 of them were treated at local hospitals today. We're live in Skokie. Liz Nagy, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, Liz, thanks. On the city's far northwest side, police are searching for clues in the deadly shooting of a 17-year-old boy. It happened in the parking lot of a Taco Burrito King restaurant near Higgins and Harlem this afternoon. The circumstances of that shooting still under investigation.
A bar bouncer who was shot in the head at a popular Northside restaurant bar over the weekend has passed away. Brothers Bar near Addison and Pulaski is offering a $2,500 reward to catch the killer. Late on Saturday night, shots were fired from the outside of that establishment. 51-year-old Angel Ortiz was struck in the head. Today, he died from his injuries at Illinois Masonic Hospital. At this point, no arrests have been made. Police are looking at surveillance video from a Thai restaurant located right across the street from that bar.
Fire sweeps through an apartment complex in northwest Indiana today. Smoke, flames pouring out of the roof of that complex. This was in Merville just after 10 o'clock this morning. It's located in the 8400 block of Polo Club Drive. No reports, though, of any serious injury there. Merville firefighters were assisted by other fire departments coming in from Griffith, Schererville, Gary, and Crown Point.
New at 6 tonight, a warning for people who filled their gas tank at this Shell station in Lombard. The news website, mysuburbanlife.com, reports the police found a credit card skimming machine in a pump at North Avenue and Route 53. Investigators aren't sure how long the device had been in place, but they are asking people who used a credit card there to check their bank statements. Baseball begins for Chicago teams tonight, but it still feels a whole lot like winter around here. Temperatures in the 30s most of this day. We even had a little snow in spots. We got these shots earlier at Wrigley Field today. And we're going to take a live look now at conditions along Chicago's lakefront, hoping we see a little sunshine and a warm up sometime later this week. Meteorologist Cheryl Scott joining us with your first alert forecast.
Yes, we are tracking potentially here some warmer temps, but really not until next week. We're going to start you off with live Doppler 7 Max, and what we are finding are some snow showers around parts of our area. We have been in and out of the snow all day long. Now, light in nature, mainly in the form of flurries, but up towards the north, Lake County, northern Cook County, live Doppler 7 Max still showing that snow continuing to fly. Now, little of any of this will stick, but with that said, snow showers continuing for the next couple of hours before the lake enhanced snow machine shuts off. We have temps right now low to mid 30s, well below average. Winds pouring in from the north. The loop currently sitting at 32 degrees all across the area. We're only in the 30s, some areas just near that 40-degree mark. It will get chilly overnight tonight for sure, but thankfully, Alan, the snow, it will end. But more shower activity on the way. We'll cover that in the full forecast.
Okay, Cheryl, we'll see you then. Chicago area ministers remembering Dr. Martin Luther King as they're calling for a new contract for state workers.
Some Chicago area train commuters may be getting hit with a fare increase.
Movie magic stopping traffic in Chicago today. They're shooting a new Jennifer Aniston film.
Making the everyday feel everyday again. Isn't that the point of world-class care? At Northwestern Medicine, we combine the latest research with listening and understanding, leading to breakthroughs that make an impact every day. Northwestern Medicine. Impact every day.
This is what precision feels like. Magnetic Ride Control actively monitors road conditions 1,000 times per second to deliver a comfortable ride.
1,000 times, huh? Yep, per second. How about that?
This is the new, meticulously crafted 2016 Sierra Denali from GMC. This is the precision of professional grade. Or get nearly $8,300 total value on specially equipped 2016 Sierra Crew Cab SLT models. GMC, we are professional grade.
Smile. You're gonna smile.
After Hair Cuttery's giving you the look you'll love, you can't help but smile. Hair Cuttery's Smile Back Guarantee. No small print, just big smiles.
Tuesday at 10, a warning about a high-tech rental scam tricking people out of their money.
And I thought this was going to be perfect for me and my kids.
The clever way con artists are taking advantage of legitimate rental listings.
And now I'm having to start over with absolutely nothing.
See what happens when the I-Team puts it to the test.
There it is. I have the key. It opened up. And I'm in. As easy as that. If
Jason Knowles and the I-Team investigate.
Around here, checking out the house.
Tuesday at 10, only on ABC 7 Eyewitness News. Kathy Brock, Alan Krzyzewski, Chuck Gowdy's I-Team Report, sports with Jim Rose, and weather with Chief Meteorologist Jerry Taft. ABC 7 Eyewitness News at 6 continues.
Religious leaders today joining state employees to release an open letter to Governor Bruce Rauner and the Illinois General Assembly. This on the 48th anniversary of the death of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who was assassinated while supporting sanitation workers in Memphis. Leaders are calling for a resolution to contract negotiations. They're concerned about the consequences for families that rely on state services and workers who provide those services.
Call upon you all to take steps that would allow a process of mediation and arbitration with the public employee union that is far more effective than confrontation.
In response, the governor's office says that the proposed contract is fair to both state employees and taxpayers, and a spokesperson for the General Assembly says a second effort is pending in the Senate.
Commuters could soon be paying more if you ride the South Shore trains providing service between Chicago and Northwest Indiana. The agency that runs those trains wants a 2.5% fare hike to pay for improvement projects. So 5 meetings are scheduled starting tomorrow and ending next week. If this is approved, the new fare increase would take effect starting June 15th, and then it would continue for 2 years' time.